Hello! Today I'm going to do a tarot reading for you guys. I don't want to make any lots of noise, okay, but it's kind of loud out here. I'm at the Riverwalk, okay, San Antonio, going live from San Antonio. And so say hi, San Antonio, if you can, okay, if you want to, doesn't matter, it's all good if you don't want to do that, okay. So I'm going to do a tarot reading for you guys, and it's going to be with Disney, okay. I have autism, okay, and I also have schizophrenia, so please be kind to me in the comments, okay, please, let's try to do that. We're going to do this one about future career, okay, so if you have a career that you really want to pursue, but you're not really sure if it's going to be good for you or not, okay, and it's like floating right there, it's like, okay, so I've got a sparkling career that I didn't know I could have. I didn't know that, I didn't know that, I could acquire. So, anyways, it's all good. My nose didn't just get fatter, did it? I think it did. I'm just saying that with my nose. I'm not sure if that's me. I think my nose just got fatter. That's weird. It's usually small. If you meet me in person, it's really small. I have a small nose. I was born with a small nose. So, alright, I'm using Stargazer, okay, Stargazer and also Bicycle, Disney, okay, these two, my favorite decks, right now, they're my favorite decks. It might change, I don't know, but usually I keep my favorites, and they stay my favorites for the rest of my life, okay, so, I've got pile 1, okay, I've also got pile 2, okay, pile 3, okay, and I'm doing a pile 4, okay, I'm actually going to do a pile 5, okay, it's all good, okay, and then I'm also going to do Disney, okay, so we're going to do 2 Disney for each pile, okay, so we've got 2 Disney for each pile 5, okay, 2 Disney and 2 Stargazer, okay, that's good. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to focus on the Krusty Krab. This gave me inspiration today. So if anybody can focus on SpongeBob, like appreciating the fact that he got the job at the Krusty Krab, then we could be like, okay, so he got his dream job, okay, so now we're getting our dream job, okay, so that's good. Okay, so we've got pile 1, pile 2, okay, pile 3, okay, pile 4, okay, and pile 5, okay. I just saw the change in my nose. I just saw myself shapeshift on camera. I think that they're playing with the network right now. They're playing with the network, okay. Playing with my face on the network. I look a lot better in person. Okay, so first we're going to do pile 1 since we've had time to choose from okay, nobody cares about you, go away. Alright, so 7 of clovers. Okay, this is the house of accidents, mistakes, and then being fixed. Okay, like made from like a broken piece to like say a broken vase, and then made into like a house or like a little figurine, or like an invention. So we've got the House of Truth, okay, and the House of Truth is saying that we have got maybe you would be good as a tailor, okay, but that's adjustments. We know that you'd be good as a surgeon, okay. We know that you'd be good as probably a chronologist, or chronolog. It's where they cryogenically freeze you, okay, so that they can bring you or clone you back to life. Okay, so my nose is getting really kind of stupid. I didn't like how they just changed my nose, okay? So they changed my nose, it's okay. Also 10 of Hearts, okay, so that's for a group of admirers. There's people that are already obsessed with you, okay, so you'd probably be like an inspirationalist, okay? or somebody that people like truly like, okay, to listen to, like a a leader, like somebody that, not a leader, a speaker, it rhymes, a speaker, okay, so a speaker, okay, and then we've also got a motivational speaker, an ace of clovers, okay, so that stands for artistic, autistic, and it also stands for animator, okay, so an animator, okay, you could be a backup animator fixing people's issues, okay, with their animations, okay, they got some kind of hiccup with their art, like, you know, whatever that is, okay, so that's all good. Let's see, also a four of clovers, okay, so we've also got where it's glamorous and you can fix it to be more beautiful, okay, so we'd probably say for this the biogenics, okay, to trade bodies, okay, or to fix the body, okay, nobody's trading their bodies, okay, that's retardism, okay. Okay, nobody, easier than, okay, nobody's a shit, okay. So anyways, we've got fixing mistakes, okay, and making them better, okay, and then we've also got for number 2, we've got, so we're on to pile 2. We've got another animator, artistic, autistic, okay, but this one's a socialite, okay. So a main animator, one that leads to the animation, one that makes the character rigging, one that makes the character designs, one that does all of that. When people are getting plastic surgery to look like us, or being animators. So let's go ahead and talk about it, okay. So I know that it's not a plastic surgeon, okay. So perhaps an autistic organizer who organizes all the features, subject categories, changes stuff around and changes the minds around of the characters, okay? Something like that, okay? So we've got all of that. We've got all of the artists out here, okay? They're making tons of art, okay? We've also got the sculptors for the animation. So maybe a sculptor, maybe a resculptor, maybe a, you know, whatever. Even though it doesn't say fixing, we could say a main animator. So with the difference between the house of restoration, okay, we've got that, and we've also got the house of socializing, okay, so it's the accidents and mistakes is the backup, okay, you can still fix things and be the main one, okay, because that's literally like the director, okay. And we've also got the 8 of spades as the socialite. It's also infinity, okay? So forever being a socialite, okay, so we'd say probably being a space astronaut that is actually just there to document, to record, to interview, to record, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, so, okay, it's all good. Let's bring my eyes back together, okay. The 8 of socialism, okay, which is meaning that it forever goes on, okay, so maybe even like party events too as well, not just being an astronaut, party events, okay, they just deal with telewire, network, and telepathy, and telewire, and everything else like that. Stop fucking with my face, I see you, okay, he's literally fucking with my face to make my nose look bigger, fucking hell, don't listen to the men, they're delusional, okay. 7 of clovers, okay, which is to, you know, fix things, break, you know, things that break, you know, mistakes, accidents, okay. So we've got probably a relationship mender, probably like a relationship counselor, somebody that mends relationships, a relationship counselor, with it, like a family counselor, a marriage counselor, stuff like that. Okay, go away, don't get that close to me, lady. Okay, a Jack of Hearts, okay, and a Jack of Hearts is saying that we've got a true love witness. Okay, this is a really golden card, because we've only not got it only in the house of true love, but we've got it also in Jack. So Jack is said to be the knight of the house of the tables, and it also says that the table is what Jack brings to the king and the queen, okay, and all the rest of the house as well. So the rest are hard workers. The king and the queen can go ahead and make decisions, and then the dictator can go ahead and dictate those out, okay? But really, the creative inventives are the ones that are the rest of the house. So we're seeing Jack as being the one that's the bringer to the table. So probably bringing like bouquets of flowers, okay, bouquets of cookies, fruits, cookies, money, bouquets. Any like making bouquet vases, like bouquet holders, like fabric bouquet holders. Those are so. Oh my God, all those things. Okay, so bouquets. Okay, it's so good. Yeah. And then the pile of three. The pile three. Stop looking at me so hard, British guy. Okay. It's the king of. Let's text from my mom. A king of sparkles. Okay. So it's we've got sparkles, fireworks, light. Okay. So this is the Playboy. Okay. The Playboy is not the easiest to get along with because they do not, they do not want to get involved with anybody, but they don't want to get too close to anybody. They want to get close to people enough to get many people to like them, but they don't want to get close enough to people to get touched and to get hurt and to whatever else. So probably a model or probably an inspiring actress, celebrity, some kind of celebrity that deals only primarily with like pinups and doesn't really probably like a backup actor, actress, and like a backup kind of singer, whatever. Somebody that just wants to be seen, like they're lip singing, but they want to be seen. They got a pretty face and everything. So, you've got like also fireworks, somebody making fireworks. Also making mirrors. Okay, making mirrors. Playboys like mirrors, so they like to look at themselves a lot. Okay, so you're probably already beautiful, whoever you are. So probably people have already said that you're well, everybody's pretty attractive. Okay, whatever. Okay, anyways, know the notes. Okay, so we got the three of clovers. Okay, we've got recreation. Okay, we've got keep in mind, autistic and schizophrenic, please don't delete this. I could be hearing things, none of your business, okay? We've got clovers, okay, and we've got clover necklaces, and we've got clover bouquets, we've got clover plants, vegetation, we've got the three of clovers. All I'm seeing is in their bouquet. So, but this one's a fixing, so probably fake flowers, probably like things that you could just look at, probably things that you could just stare at, like the staring at me. Or it could just stay like making models or Barbies or, making problems even smaller, okay? Kind of like the 4-leaf clover, okay? It could be a 5-leaf, a 6-leaf, a 7-leaf clover, okay? So some people want to pick it out to be a 4-leaf clover, okay? So picking things out like an event or an organizer, okay? So organizer. That's what we got, organizer, okay? A 4 of socializing, okay? So this is about the mean girls, okay? An assassin. This is the assassin card, okay? I'm going to tell you why. Because you look good, you fit in really well, okay? But we're already socializing to make sure that, okay, stop thinking of me. All right, I'm not interested in you. Okay. Yeah, okay, Mom, thank you. Appreciate it, okay. Okay, she's, okay, still alive. Okay, so we've got an assassin, we've got a hitman, we've got somebody that just wants to end people, okay? And I'm also seeing that just a homebody, housewife, a wife, or a husband, maybe even the president, okay, presidency, but not in the justice, probably a cult, okay? So I'd say a cult. That's the cultivization card. Cultivization, okay? Also saying this with Jack, this socialite Jack is Snow White. Okay, so Snow White, let's talk about a little bit about Snow White, okay? There is many Snow Whites. There is not only just one Snow White, okay? So we've got a brunette, long-haired Snow White that look like Bella Swan, not like me, but Bella Swan, okay? So we've also got a black-haired Snow White. We've also got we also had a blonde Snow White with brunette heels and a whole brunette outfit, like a whole brown outfit, okay? We also had a redheaded Snow White, just like Betty Boop. That's, I think, was Betty Boop's. I don't know if that's Cinderella or not. I don't know. Anyways, so enough about Snow White, okay? We've got somebody making apples and, like, Catering. There we go. Catering events. Okay, so that's socializing. Okay. So we've got catering events. We also got, let's see what else. We've also got, did I already say catering? We also got, okay, an animal whisperer. Okay, we've got please stop messing with my nose. Okay, please stop doing that. I see you. Please stop messing with my looks. Please stop. Okay, don't mind the network. They're trying to screw with me too. Okay. So we've got this jealous ability. Okay, so probably somebody that's a financial depths keeper as well, just besides catering. Okay, so we've also got, okay, that's for number 3. Okay, and for number 4, we've got the Playboy glamour. Okay, and that's for people that probably want to be mermaids. My nose is itching way too goddamn much. It never itches like that. Okay. Oh God, it's itching. It's killing me actually. Okay. Anyways, so we've got the 4 of glamour. I might have to stop this video because it's killing my face. That's all I know. I don't know who sees me, but it's killing my face. Okay, so it's 4 of Playboy. So a mermaid. Okay. An Aquarius. Okay, an Aquarius deals with adventuring. Okay, so adventuring for stories. So that would be journalism. So journalism. Okay, so we're talking about journalism, glamorous events that probably like an event taker, an event keeper, and probably even like something that deals in fantasy like Disneyland, so probably a Disney princess over Disneyland. Okay, so that because of it being the Playboy, somebody that dresses up. So probably theater, probably Broadway, probably something like that. Probably something that, it's, yeah, okay. So we've got the Playboy that doesn't want to be touched, that doesn't want to be seen, that doesn't want to be known, okay, that just wants the money for their looks, okay? That's to survive. That's common sense. Cut it off. Males, we don't need you, okay? 8 of diamonds, okay, we've got an infinity, 8 of diamonds, okay, so that's forever, okay, so that's a never-ending loop, okay? For her, it's backwards, okay? So we've got sparkles, fireworks, again, so I'm saying that probably like a somebody that would be doing things for like Dollar Tree, making things for Dollar Tree, making new designs. Okay, so somebody that makes designs privately. Okay, not somebody that says on the street, "This is a Playboy." Okay, you can say on the street, still be a Playboy, but not for the streets. Hell no. Okay, you need to get off the streets if you're a Playboy and you're on the streets. Kind of like me, I'm a Playboy and you get off the streets. Okay, I don't care about people. That's just me. Okay, so Queen of Diamonds. Okay, so the Queen of Diamonds is the Queen of Playboys. Okay, so I got Mulan. Okay, now Mulan changed herself to look like a boy. Okay, so she could go in place of her father to deal with the breaking. It was like the regression. It was the breaking of her father's heart. What? Heart, not fart. Okay. Okay, please, God. Jesus Christ, I'm telling you, this network's messing with me. Okay, regression, okay, in her family. Her father had a heart attack, and she wanted to stand in her father's place. She had the Heracomb, which was the lotus, okay? She left everything precious she had behind because she had the ego, okay? That comes from ego, let's be real, okay? Because we already know that Mulan was in the McDonald's toy. Okay, what's the matter? Anyways, so we have a diamonds, okay? So we have a really glamorous travel keeper, okay? A booksman, okay? So we also have somebody who is fighting a pageant, so probably like a pageant, like somebody who's giving people a chance in the pageants, but like they're picking and they're choosing. So somebody who has already been there, okay? Because we remember when Mulan was in a pageant and she was trying to get a new husband, okay? Please bring honor to us all. Remember that song? Okay, and then she like totally messed up the whole fat like transvestite. I don't know if that was a geisha, what that was, but she totally messed up the whole entire thing, and she was only trying to bring like a criticization, okay? So it might be that it's going in a circle, okay? So I'm seeing a circle. So this time it might be for her to be the geisha that goes through all the women, okay? But I cannot tell if that was she drew that mustache. I couldn't tell if it was a man or not, okay? So anyways, so it's probably somebody that is a costume designer as well. Costume designer. Let's go a little bit out of the field here. Probably somebody that is in the military. Okay. And somebody that is probably in the justice field, but as a female. Okay? As a female. Okay? We have the Jack of Diamonds, okay, and the Jack of, again, this is pile 4, okay. So the Jack of Diamonds is saying that probably somebody that is an independent musician, okay. Since it's the Jack, it's not the King or the Queen, okay. We've also got a rainbow dealer, somebody that deals rainbows, okay. I just saw a rainbow, so I'm guessing like somebody who makes designs, accessories, like fluently. Somebody that makes fans fluently, somebody that makes zippers fluently, sweatshop, factory, warehouse, factory. Somebody where you're sweating and it's kind of like a little bit of a factory, but it's not, okay? It's like you're outside, you're in the sweat, you're sweating, okay? So it's outside, Gears of War, I don't care. Okay, so it's Gears of War and you're just making shit outside, okay? You need to be at home because you're a playboy, okay? But these people could... It's a group, okay? It's a group. So be very careful about this shit because I'm out in public. She's my friend. I'm the one that's cussing. Who cares? Autistic. Hello. Okay, so it's pile 5. Nobody's gonna push me to say that. Okay, so it's pile 5. It's fair. It's half and half. Okay, so this is the fair card. Okay, this means the even card. Okay, and this is the Playboy. Okay, so really we're looking at somebody who is a somebody who works in medication, like medicines. So you make medications to change the appearance of somebody, or you make them healthier, or you make them look better, okay? Somebody who deals medicines, okay? And somebody who is somebody who, you know,
we have parades on the river that actually come out to about 500,000 people.
So 9 of Diamonds. Okay, this is the dictator. This is the leader. Okay, this is the one underneath the King and the Queen. This is the real dictation card. Okay, this is where all the trends they lay at. Okay, but there's one from trend. It's like it's kind of like Gucci. Okay, the movie Gucci. I don't know if you guys ever seen Gucci. It's like the movie Gucci. You can't fight with me. You can't argue with me, Gucci. You can't do that. You know. So okay. Anyways, that's just an example. So we've got you know, the Playboy house, so probably making bouncy houses, being like a mime, okay, being like somebody who works as an entertainer in the streets, okay, so, or somebody that works behind the rich families or the royalties is probably a caretaker of the house, or like somebody that's, you know, does like maid service. Okay, so maid service. Okay, that's pretty easy. Okay, and then all of a sudden, I knew this was coming. Farmer John. We got Farmer John. He's like, yeah, all of a sudden we got Farmer John. Okay, so you can also be, see, these are different piles. So it could not be just one strategic thing. But you've got a socialite 7, okay, that's trying to be like a Little House in the Prairie, but not. Okay, they're trying to be like a real, like, you know, modern person, okay? And we've also got somebody who's, you know, not, you know, trying to be, but they kind of are, you know, so, we've also got a technician, okay? We've also got, somebody who's an electrician, okay? So somebody that works pretty much all the trade skill jobs when it comes to this, like, construction, the handyman stuff. Handyman, okay? This is the handyman card. It's also the farmer card, okay? That's a good card to have. I wish I had that one, okay? All right, that's really a good. That's the one that's got all the money right there. All right, you're probably the richest deck, okay? Hate to say it. For all the other decks, okay. Then there's a six of socialites, okay. So we've got a perfect socialite, okay. So the perfect socialite is here to pretty much be the hitman, okay. Again, we've got another hitman assassin, okay. We had that one with, let's see, what card was that? What card was that? My gosh. I can't even remember what card that was. I'm pretty sure that was... Alright. I can't even remember. But this one's a different type, okay? This one is a network hacker, okay? This one's the last one. It's a bioengineer, network hacker, somebody like that. Somebody that works as an engineer, like tons of different things. Not just small, but big inventions. Inner, outer body inventions. Somebody that invents biological weapons to go against people's minds, okay? Stuff like that. Alright, so you've got definitely the richest pile. That sucks, okay? I don't wish I had that card because that would come back on me, okay? That one is like the curse, though. That one's a curse, okay? I'll tell you why. Okay, this one's a curse because you see my shirt? Okay, it's a curse. We don't want to be alone in this, okay? But this one's going to be truly alone, kind of like Jigsaw, okay? And I wouldn't want to be alone being Jigsaw, okay? I really wouldn't. Especially if we got all that. Anyways, okay. So, what else? God, why's my nose go fat? Okay. Okay, so let's pull one card for the Krusty Krab, okay? For the people that need something really fast in a hurry, okay? So, oh, hello, Nina. How are you? Okay. I just saw that, okay. We've got the King of Spades, okay, which is the socialites, okay. Majorly, you can pick up on a painting career. You could pick up on a watercolor painting. You can pick up on something that comes from flowers, that comes from plants, that comes from anything you pull in the ground, even dirt is pigment, okay. You can do drawings for... I mean, I know you guys have got to buy pens or pick out feathers from birds and just use some pigments from some rock stones or some mesh or some food and be like, all right, this is art, okay? I mean, come on, that's the Stonehenge. It's common sense. When you don't have anything else, where's your common sense like? What's all around you, you know? So we've also got somebody that could be what is it called? A basket weaver, okay? Somebody that could be a bracelet maker, somebody that could be a plantain picker, somebody that just picks plantains and sorts them out and stuff like that. Common sense, common sense. You know, because we're in America, okay? We're not in white supremacyville, okay? And we're also not in foreign tradeville either, okay? So we're good, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about how you could get out and be selling lemonade, okay? And so... Be careful, be cautious, because these people will take your money. So this one, it only lasts for so long, okay? It really does, okay? So it's time to get to the bigger ones, okay? If you do that, let's see what you'll skyrocket into, okay? If you do just a plain job, okay? A plain job. It's kind of like peddling, okay? Over here in America, it's peddling, okay? So we peddle, we panhandle, whatever, okay? Please stop messing with my face. That looks horrible, okay? Anyways, the person looks horrible. Okay, anyways, so it's a joker, okay? And we can get to the point of being somebody who is kind enough to be a clown, but kind enough to be a designer, too. Somebody that's an inner, like, enthusiast, but an outward like enthusiast too. So like we've got more of an enthusiast, more of like a playboy, but because we see the pink right here. So we've also got, you know, somebody that has you know, a special intuition for, you know, everything else, you know, but somebody that has better genealogy, okay? We don't sell our bodies, so here's the original card right here. I just pulled it without thinking, okay? Without thinking. without thinking, believe me, okay? So, everybody goes back to their original self, okay? So, unfortunately, all that didn't matter to begin with, okay? So remember our kindness here, okay? No bullying, no harassing autistic people, people going through stuff, okay? Please don't be bullying, harassing people with money, okay? It doesn't matter. All right, we've all got things to go. We've all got values. Here's one on value, okay? A Jack of Spades. Okay, we've got a socialite Jack who is really, really happy. He's kind of like Jungle Boy. He's kind of like Tarzan. He's kind of like Olivia. Okay, Olivia Newton-John from Xanadu. Okay, Xanadu. There we go. We got Xanadu where everybody's meeting up again. The ones that love each other. Okay, all the rest of them, all the bad's out. Okay, we're in heaven now. Looking down upon, we're seeing we've got a muse, and she's saying, well, get up and cost them money. And guess what? I'm doing it for free today. So the more you do for free, the more you promote yourself, okay? So remember, this is only promotional, okay? But I'm not trying to panhandle, okay? So that's the difference. So as much as you get people interested, at some point in time, we got to dictate. We got to be this dictator here, and we got to fix our mistakes and fix our actions and stuff. And that happens. We're outside doing tarot readings at Riverwalk, and it's kind of hard, and everybody's kind of like, yeah, all right? Anyways, so we've also got let's see, the Ace of Spades. We've also got that being like an inner oracle, an artist. We've got like probably an insane asylum worker. Okay, this one comes from not picking up. Like I just told you guys about the 9. Okay, and charging sooner or later on. Sooner or later, you're going to have to start charging for all this stuff because people, they'll abuse you, okay? And so that brings you to, you know, the psych ward, you know, person, the person that's, doing the psych ward caretaking, all that stuff. And I don't trust psych wards, I don't trust hospitals, I don't trust anybody at all. So, I don't trust anybody's house. I don't trust a house that's not yours. But it's like the caretaker of your own well-being, okay? It's kind of like that, too. It's also kind of like the people that are with guns. So maybe a gun keeper, maybe a pawn store owner. And this all comes from not keeping our value because the pawn store owner owns things that people resell. So they might be reselling, okay, whatever, okay? So definitely keep from doing all this. Keep from having to pick back up and everything that you lost. Okay, it's just things that you lost is what it is. Okay, so it's kind of like somebody who returns all the favors that you give, returner of favors. Okay. God, here comes the sun. I hate that sun. I hate the sun. Okay, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so let's see. Okay, God, the sun had to just shine on me. I hate that sun. I love how it sparkles. But I hate that sun. So we're at the end of the tarot reading, okay? It's pretty much it. It's pretty much the end of the live, okay? It's pretty much the end of the live feed. So if anybody has any comments, I'm going to keep it on here for about 10 more minutes. If you guys want to ask for any tarot readings, any specific tarot readings, I'm open to doing that. But it has to be only one tarot reading, okay? So first come, first serve. I'm not going to do this all day, all right? So if you guys want a tarot reading, welcome, okay? I have to separate the cards, okay? Kind of got to mix up a little bit, okay? Do not pay people that are trespassers. Okay, where the hell did the rest of my deck go? Oh, it's in here. Okay. I gotta sort out my card decks, okay? Do not pay people that are impersonators, people that are impersonating others. Okay, just reminding you guys of that, okay? Do not pay people that are trying to impersonate another person on Facebook, okay? Is what I mean. So if somebody's trying to impersonate me or gets another profile as me with a screenshot or something, please don't do all that, because I'd never ask you for money. Never ask you for private tarot readings. Please don't go into people's inbox and ask them for private tarot readings. Okay, please keep it on this channel that free tarot readings or whatever to promote yourself. It's in the rules. You can't panhandle in this group. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's all good. Okay. I already know we got some cheap ass businessmen watching us. Excuse my French. It's a little stupid, you know. All right, I'm just separating them. All right, there's another Joker. Okay, I just came rid of the Joker for some reason. Like somebody's joking. Like somebody's trying to be like the king of jokes. Like they're trying to be a king, but not. Like they're joking about something that's like a complete lie. It's like a lie. I don't know. It's what that's about. Let's see. I can hear somebody that's really being really mean, okay? On the news, okay? On the news, maybe some false news, okay? Okay, I already kept up with it. Whatever. I wants to keep up with it, okay? It's alright. God, that sun is killing me, man. It's crazy. The sun's really killing me. Shoot! My God. Okay. Let's see. Okay, nobody cares about them. Like the Playboys are fake always. So please be wary of the Playboys, okay? Because they could be really fake at times. And that's the house of diamonds. Okay, I'm seeing the Queen right here, House of Diamonds. She's like really mean, okay? And that's another thing about the Playboys. They're the only house that's really mean. They don't want people looking at, touching their things or doing whatever. You know, they don't want people touching their bodies, whatever. The only house, okay? The only house. It could be that they just are vain people. They might not be that beautiful to begin with, but they're really vain people, okay? Let's see. We've also got, let's see what else. Okay. Hello, Britain. How are you today? How are you? Is everything good with you? Okay, goodbye. This is America. I'm doing it from broadcasting from America. Okay, we're broadcasting from America, not Britain. Okay, so I have family in Britain. Okay, none of the business. Okay, I've got family in Britain. So hello, my family in Britain. How are you guys today? How's David? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I guess. Alright, let's see. Anyways. We've got King, Queen, Jack. Okay. I'm just going down my cards. 10, Ace. Okay. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I don't know where the 8 is. I totally lost the 8. I don't know where the 8 be. Okay. Okay, we've got King, Queen. Okay. We've got Jack. Okay. Got 10. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6. Okay. Where's the 7? I don't know where the 7's at. Okay, is this the 7? I don't know. I might have lost some cards while I was doing this shit. Excuse my French, but that's the whole reason why you can't get all this stuff out here, because people will take your cards and stuff. But I mean, you can, but it's just a risk. So that's why I'm risking it for you guys today. Okay, I'm coming from the Riverwalk. Okay. Okay, let's see the Riverwalk. All right, let's see. So we've got also the Ace. We've also got the. Where's the 10 at? I don't see the 10. Okay, it's not just a 10 missing too. Crazy as shit. Okay. Okay, I've also got, let's see, let's see, I've also got one missing from the, got a few missing, I don't know where they're from, okay. I mean, I don't know where they're at, not from, sorry, my bad. See, they're trying to break my signal, I hate that shit, okay. That sun, I hate that sun, Jesus Christ. That sun is too fucking mean. Okay, let's see. We've also got, let's see. We've also got, let's see, 10 of hearts, okay. Oh, there it is, okay, there's all that shit, okay. I'm also for taking, all these people that try to copy. Please do not pay attention to them, okay? It's a bad energy, bad negativity. Please try and let me just pull a card for that, okay? Because since we're doing careers, okay, let's do a card for that, okay? Seven of restoration, okay? Revision, the house of revision, restoration, okay? It's the truth. You're gonna have to fix it back the way it's gonna be. People copy you, make it something prettier, okay? I fix it back, I make the mistake, take from them and whatever else, okay? And that's a mistake, no it's not, okay? Just do something different. Just do something different, okay? But honestly, it's their mistake doing that shit to you, so I don't know. That's the people copy you, so there's also a law against it, so I mean, I don't know. It's probably stands for the courthouse, I don't know. Because it is justice, the truth is justice, okay, that's justice is the truth, so that would be 7. Also, this is the Telewire card, okay. This is a Telewire card I like to use. When it's the informative factory card, this is the factory cards. This stands for the original you, okay. Just some tarot advice, if you want to use that or not, with bicycle. That's why I get the bicycle. It's got an original card and it's got just a blank design card, okay? Okay. Okay, so let's see. We've also got, we're going back to this Krusty Krab charm, okay? So, SpongeBob was forever trying to get a car, okay? He could never get a car, okay? SpongeBob is like the homeless dude that works at frickin' McDonald's, okay? Or the dude that never had a car and he works at McDonald's for the rest of his life. You don't have to stay in a Krusty Krab. That proves that, okay? So, but you could be the owner of Krusty Krab. That's why it proves its logo. You could be a business owner one day. Let's keep it up, okay?